Share with you two stories. One which is very recent, and then one which is several years ago, back when we first started the company.
Super.
So the most recent story, and this isn't always the case, but every once in a while somebody comes to me with a company they've already built, and they just ask for help with A, B, or C, and I take a look online. Sometimes I have to be the bearer of bad news and say, I'm really sorry. Like, I don't even understand what you're doing here. Like, when I looked through the website, it wasn't clear. Who are you talking to and what are you trying to say? What sometimes happens with business owners is they know the industry in their head and they kind of assume that that translates to somebody who lands on their website or interacts with their brand. So what we help do, is kind of like sometimes it's a minor little repair, maybe little sutures or something like that. And other times it's just like a flip the table. And that's what we got to do recently was flip the table for a client. We started all the way over, renamed the business, developed a new logo, branding, new website, new social media package. And that was kind of unusual because normally we kind of take what you've already got going and build on that. But for this particular client, she was absolutely thrilled that it's just a full rebranding. And she had felt kind of scatterbrained almost. She had felt like she wasn't quite sure what she was doing. And it's interesting when we work on your branding and your messaging, how it forces you into this focused place where you're like, what am I doing? Who am I talking to? So we were able to help tell her story and, explain so that now when you interact with her brand within, 20 seconds, you understand exactly what she does and how she can help you. So that was really exciting. And, another completely different story that kind of answers that question is, this is one of my first clients. He had been referred to me. He was a hardscaper. He had been referred to me and he came over to my house to give me a bid on the project. And he showed up to my house with a trailer that said 2 guys mowing. And it was one guy and he was a hardscaper. And I said, hey, where's the other guy? And you do hardscaping too? And he said, oh, I've got a branding problem. There's only one of me and I only do hardscaping now. And to make it even worse, I've moved out of the city that I live in. He said, I'm 45 minutes down the road and nobody knows who I am in that city. And I said, oh, you've come to the right place. So we rebuilt him a new brand as well. So it's the same ending to the story, right? Where you just flip the table. He's okay, well, you're not 2 guys mowing, right? We cannot move forward in that direction. So we rebuilt his brand from the bottom up in his new geographic target location. And now, flash forward 3 years, he's about to bring on his 4th crew, right? He's got not 1 team, but 2 teams, but 3. Now he's hiring his 4th team. And he's fully operational, booking 6 months out with 4 teams in action, working on hardscaping jobs in his new area. So it's just so fun to be able to solve these problems, these real branding identity issues that our clients face.